Aloha, beautiful soul. Here's another episode of the Spirit Energy Circle with energy update and another guided meditation. Have a lot of fun. Aloha, beautiful souls out there. Welcome to the very first episode of Spirit Energy Circle. I'm very much looking forward to this guided meditation. I'm going to explain first a little bit about the meditation itself. Well, it's basically based a little bit on the on a spiritual journey like shamans do all over the world. It's just a little bit different, the big difference about it is that it's being guided, and usually a shamanic journey, as you might call it, is not really guided. You have the drums in the background, and then you follow the intention that you have for your journey. But that's basically the difference. I'm going to be helping you by guiding you with my voice through to a certain point on which I'm going to let go and have you give you the opportunity to follow into your intention. So what I mean by intention is basically you're gonna have the opportunity. You can either use something out of your own day to day. I mean, if there's something that worries you, for example, or if you have a special emotion that you'd like to have more clear. I mean, whatever ideas you'd like to have, wherever you want some inspirations or maybe suggestions from the spirit world, you can phrase that into your intention. That your intention can be just a word, or it can be a whole sentence. But I think it's easier if you make it smaller. You know, like what I've done with my other circles that I've done in other languages are the ones that are basically you can use a word, for example, and then just see whatever comes up. You just let go and let the emotions, or if you can, even the pictures, the visions, just pop up and or not pop up, but just like flows through. Try not to judge them too much. Just be aware of whatever's happening there, unless you feel like you're drifting away with thoughts of your day to day. That can happen. Don't stress yourself. Don't put yourself under too much pressure if that happens. That's okay. That happens sometimes. I mean, even to me, and I've been meditating for a couple of years now, but even to me, I have days where my head just wants to go somewhere else. So I just let it, for me, that's okay. It just means that it's not the right time, or maybe it's just the way that day is. But usually if I have an intention, let's take, for example, for this week, I suggest to use the full moon that's coming up on Saturday, or I think in some parts of the world it's probably a day later, a day earlier, which means probably it's either Friday or Sunday. Just be aware of whatever time zone you're in and just take a look. I mean, if you put in Google full moon, you're gonna see which day it's gonna be. And this Saturday's full moon is brought to us also with a lunar eclipse. So that's two special points, or let's say ideas, that have very special energies. I'm going to go into that deeper later, but those two are, for example, an intention that you can use. For example, just go ahead and say full moon. You want to have as an intention the full moon. You want to know whatever energy has to do with that, and then just let the pictures come, and you'll see something. It will either show you, for example, your connection to the full moon, or what the full moon can do for you. Maybe you'll see, for example, a full moon as a person appearing to you and talking to you, or you can just feel something. The main idea is to feel something. And you can feel through touch, you can feel through emotions, you can feel by just knowing. And it's important not to pressure yourself. The more you pressure yourself, you're going to be unable to see things. So basically, the thing that you have to do is just really accept whatever comes, not put yourself too much under pressure, allow to happen whatever wants to happen in that moment. If you're not a very visual person, don't worry. You might feel it, or you just probably will know something from one moment to the other. That's how this whole meditation is going to work. As for the whole energy part, if you've probably heard of, I'm just going to take as an example, if you know a little bit about Reiki energy work, that works when you're in the room with the person, but it also works sending it from one place to another. So that's how basically also this energy circle is going to work. I'm a speech medium, I think it's called, or voice medium, which means a couple of years ago I would have said that my spirit guides talk through me, but now I know that it's not just that they talk through me, but that they also send out energy waves with my voice that helps to guide things like these kinds of meditations. That's why I'm doing them. And that's one of the things. That's how my part of this whole circle works. The other part comes from you guys, because each one of you is connected into this energy circle. All of you in a different time. But if you have some experience with the spirit world, you know that there is no existing time. It all is interconnected together. Everything that was and will be. So when we connect into this energy circle, we're connected with everyone that will be listening into it and connect themselves into the circle by attending to it and taking part of it. So for this, I want to say thank you for you who are now listening in on this meditation. Thank you for taking part in this. Thank you for being part of this special spirit energy circle. And I hope you're going to have a lot of fun. And I hope especially that you'll get some inspiration and maybe motivations and some nice messages from the spirit world for yourself to take away, to have for this week. So that's for the meditation. I will try not to be explaining it too much. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about was about the full moon and the lunar eclipse coming up this weekend, because it brings very nice energies to us, of new beginnings, of new power, new empowerment into the change that will bring 2017. I don't want to go too much deep into the whole energy of 2017, because I think there are many other circles that are taking those, will tell you more. If you Google it, there are a couple of spiritual sites that explain the portal days. If you might want to look into that, that's something that comes from the Mayan calendar. Those are special days that show us energetic shifts where we are all shifted in our consciousness. And those days are special because you will feel sometimes even physically that there's something being done. I mean like feeling dizzy a little bit, maybe very tired. Some of you might even get sick from one moment to another in a very unexplainable way. Not in a very deep way. I mean not like really hard sicknesses, but I'm talking about, like getting a flu. Or what happened to me a couple of weeks ago was that from one day to another I suddenly had a fever and was really 3 days in a very feverish state of mind, and I knew that I just had to go through that was part of the transformation my body was going through for my spiritual transformation. So that's just an example. It's nothing, like nothing life-threatening or anything, but you feel your body's changing a little bit, and like the dizziness or being very tired, for example. So that's what happens in portal days, and we're having our last portal day today on February 7th. And we're shifting from those first portal days we just had into the lunar eclipse energy of the full moon. So that's going to be something special as well, and you're going to be feeling a little bit of a change in your consciousness, maybe more power to change something, maybe more knowledge, like just knowing that you want to change something, or maybe knowing where you want to go, what you want to do, So that's for the energies, and if you like, you can use that as an intention. So you can use the intention of the time shift, of the change, of whatever feels good for you. That's what I like. I like to keep this open so that you can decide whatever intention you want to have in today's circle. So let's get started. Find yourself a nice place to sit or to relax, maybe even lay down if you prefer that. You might want to put on some soft music in the background, but that's up to you. I don't like using my own meditation music in this case because on one hand, for me, I like always different kinds of things. Sometimes I prefer shamanic drums, sometimes I prefer light music, or maybe sometimes even just the sound of the ocean, for example, or a nice rainforest or something like that. So like I am very different on a day-to-day basis. I think everyone else is also very different. That's why I've decided not to use meditation music for myself. I know that some people don't use any at all and just enjoy the meditation with my voice. You can just decide whatever feels best for you, if you want to use some or not in the background. For yourself, find a nice place to sit or to lay down. You don't have to be stiff all the time. If you feel like you need to shift a leg or maybe put your arm in a different way, just feel free to do that. It's important for you to feel relaxed and not to feel under pressure that you have to keep something somewhere. Don't worry about that. Just follow my voice and try to keep yourself as comfortable as possible. Close your eyes now and just bring your attention to your body. Just feel into how your legs feel, how your knees feel, your hips and your upper body, your arms. Maybe you want to shake off one of your limbs one more time before we go a little bit deeper. And just try to consciously relax your body in a normal way. And now begin to take really deep breaths. And concentrate when you're inhaling on your crown chakra, which is the top part of your head. And when you exhale on your tummy, on your belly button. Imagine as if there is energy from your higher self being sucked into you when you inhale through your crown chakra. Feel the energy flow through your whole body, and then when you exhale, it flows out through your belly button. Imagine how this energy that is flowing through you is a very cleansing energy that starts to take away all your negative thoughts and negative energies that you have accumulated in the past couple of days. All your sorrows are taken away from this with this energy and is being replaced by lightful energy from your higher self. Feel how every exhale makes you feel lighter and lighter. Now take your awareness into nature, a place somewhere in nature where you feel comfortable. Maybe it's somewhere out on a field and you feel the grass underneath you. Or maybe it's in a forest and you feel the nice shadows of the trees. Or maybe it's even a beach and you feel the sand underneath your toes and you hear the sound of the ocean. Whichever place suits you better, just feel into it how it feels for you. And how you perceive it. Now take a look around you. And somewhere on the edge of this place you will see something like a doorway. It can be the entrance to a cave, or maybe some weird roots of a tree that make it look like an entrance to the underground. Or maybe it's simply just a door in the middle of the place. I invite you now to go in through that doorway into the other side. Don't be afraid. This is your pathway to the world of the spirits, to the realm of the other side, of the other world. Welcome to the spirit world. Take your time to take a look around. What do you see? What do you feel? What does this place look like for you? Maybe you can visualize it, and if not, just feel how it might look. If you meet any beings on this side, don't be afraid. These are the beings that are here to take care of you, to protect you and to guide you. We are calling in those spirit guides that are here to guide you through your first journey. Whichever being wants to be the guide for today will appear in front of you now. It can be a power animal of any sort, real or magical. Or maybe it's a spirit of your ancestry, just waiting there to be able to guide you. Or maybe it's a different kind of humankind energy, spirit guide from this world or another. For the purpose of simplification, I will just call them spirit guides. So whatever being is in front of you now, say hello and feel into their energy. If you'd like, you can ask them by which name they would like to be called. And maybe they will tell you what their purpose is in your life right now. And now we ask your spirit guide to guide you, to help you see or feel whatever answers you need for your own intention today. Just let all the pictures and the emotions and whatever comes happen until the gong takes you back here to this place in the other realm. Please say your intention now. Return now back to the place from which you started your intention. And be aware again of the spirit guide that guided you today. Feel one more time into their energy. Maybe they have an extra message for you. Thank your spirit guide for being there for you today and always. And start your way back through the realm of the spirits, back through your doorway to your little place in nature. Once you are back here in your place in nature, begin with a couple of deep breaths, imagining how energy from your higher self goes into your crown chakra, into your body every time you inhale. And this energy goes through your whole body. And once you exhale, you put your attention on your feet and imagine how this energy flows out of your feet into the ground. Feel energy coming in when you inhale and leaving your body through your feet when you exhale. You feel how this shift of awareness, your shift of attention, starts grounding you back into your body. And you start becoming aware again of your body lying or sitting. And just keep on making a couple more of these breaths, and whenever you feel you're ready, in your own time, open your eyes and return to your own here and now. I hope you were able to return back into your body good. If you're having a little bit trouble of coming really back into your body, repeat the breathing pattern of concentrating on your crown chakra when you inhale and on your feet when you exhale. If you do that a couple more times, this will ground you perfectly back into your body. Wow, I hope you did receive a couple of good inspirations or maybe suggestions from the spirit world. And I hope you liked your spirit guide for today. I am planning to doing this kind of spirit circles on a weekly basis. I hope I can manage that. And for that, just stay tuned on my podcast channel or YouTube channel from whichever part you were listening into. I hope you have a great week and a great full moon and lunar eclipse to come. Enjoy the transformation that is coming. And from the depths of my heart, a big aloha mahalo, a big loving thank you to all of you out there for listening and tuning in. Wishing you a great week, a blessed weekend, and hopefully talk to you or hear you in the next meditation soon. Until then, bye-bye and a hui ho. Bye. Thanks a lot for tuning in again. I hope you were able to receive great messages for yourself. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to receive some more inspirational information, sign up to my newsletter. You can find the link on my website, www.titamayola.com. I'm looking forward to talk to you again next time, and until then, aloha mahalo, e ho'omai kai kako, and a hui ho.